Cloud. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Yoga Nidra for Parkinson's sleep disorders. My name's Dawn Lofton, and I'll be leading a class of free Yoga Nidra classes that is made possible from a community grant from the Parkinson's Foundation. So thank you, Parkinson's Foundation. Yoga Nidra is a self-healing process that can help alleviate sleep disorders such as insomnia, restless leg syndrome, and excessive daytime sleepiness. So we're going to start our class with some light joint and gland exercises. So just follow along, do the best that you can do, and then we'll do some breath control. And then I'll give everybody some time to get settled and make your space for the actual practice of Yoga Nidra. And the preparation for Yoga Nidra is just as important as the practice itself. So wherever you're at, sitting up nice and tall in your chair, both feet planted firmly on the ground. Feet hip distance apart, press all of your toes into the ground one by one. And maybe you can feel your arches lift. And now we're just going to begin to warm up our neck. So on your exhale, turn to your right. Inhale back to center. Exhale, turn to your left. Inhale, center. Exhale, turn to your right. Inhale back to center. Exhale to your left. Inhale back to center. One more time. Exhale, look over your right shoulder. Inhale back to center. And exhale, look over the left shoulder. Inhale back to center. Good. And now we're going to drop our left ear to our left shoulder. And I want you to imagine a big fluffy object here. And you're just going to turn your head clockwise and just feel your ear on that soft, fluffy object, maybe a pillow, a marshmallow, whatever it is. And then go ahead and reverse it, go the opposite direction, just alleviating all that stress and strain in your neck. Good. One more time around, and then we'll come back to center. Gently bring your head back to center, and then drop the right ear to the right shoulder. And same thing, we'll just go clockwise in one direction, about 5 rotations. Just being aware of the stretch on the neck. Notice any resistance. And then after 5 times, you'll just reverse it and go counterclockwise. Good, everybody looks great. And then when you're done, just come back to the center. Good. Head is in the center, and we're going to work with our shoulders. So bring your shoulders up to your ears, behind you and down your back, forward, up, behind, down your back. Just continue to move like that. And just notice your range of motion in your shoulders. Good. One more time. And then we'll change directions. So up, forward, down, and back. Good. Good, everybody. You look good. Let go of all that stress in the shoulders, all that stress we carry around with us all day long. Good. And then on that last one, just come back to a neutral. And we're going to raise our shoulders up to our ears and then just drop the arms. Good. Again, raise them up and just drop the arms. Raise them up and drop the arms. One more time. Raise them up and drop the arms. Good. Good. So now we're going to work on some dexterity for our fingers. Okay. So you're just going to bring your hands out in front of you And then close your thumbs. Open and thumbs inside. Open, nice and wide, thumbs inside. Good. Keep on moving like that. Nice dexterity so our handwriting can stay a little bit bigger and not get so small, and our fingers can be mobile. Help us pick things up when we drop it and write. Good. And now open up your fingertips really wide, spread them real far apart like starfish. And now bring them close together. Good. Open them nice and wide. And bring them close together. Good. Keep on going. Starfish. And bring them close. Starfish. Bring them close. Keep going. Good. Working those fingers and your hands. Nice. 2 more times. You might find that one hand is a little easier than the other. That's okay. All right, good. And now we're gonna put our thumb inside, close our fingers, and we're gonna make rotations. Wrist rotations here. Good. And then the other direction. Okay, good. And then go ahead and shake it out a little bit. We got some more for you on that one. All right, so we're gonna open up our hands like this. Be sure you're sitting up nice and tall. And we're gonna close the thumb, the pointer finger, the middle finger, the ring finger, and the little finger, and then open them up one by one. And just notice your range of motion, or if some are a little sticky. Keep on going. All right. Good. And last set. Good. Now this is called the claw. So we're gonna make our hands like a claw, and then you're gonna open. Claw and open. Claw and open. That's what it looks like on the side. Good. Last time. And now bring your hands in front of you like stop. And you're gonna gently start to bring your fingertips to the ground. And then fingertips up to the sky. Fingertips to the ground. And then inhaling up toward the sky. Good. Again, just notice the range of motion. This is all your wrist here. So any of you former golfers or anyone still golfing, you know how important this is. Good. Very good. All right. And now just go ahead and shake your wrists out. Shake them out. And we're going to bring our palms together, interlace the fingers, push them away. And if your shoulders are okay, you can raise them overhead, release, bring those elbows next to your body. And on the next inhale, do a baby back bend. Look up to the sky. Palms come back together, interlace, open them up. And if you like to stand up and do this, you can stand up too. Elbows come next to the side body. Inhale, look up, and then exhale, palms come back together. Last time, interlace your fingers, push away, inhaling up, releasing, coming down. Next inhale, looking up, good. And palms come together. Good job. All right. So now we're going to do a twist, and we can do this seated. So bring your right hand behind you on your chair, then take your left hand and put it on the opposite knee, sitting up nice and tall. Exhale and twist to your right. Take 3 breaths here. 3 breaths here. Every time you inhale, feel like the crown of your head is extending to the sky. And with every exhale, you're going to twist just a little bit more. And then after 3 breaths, go ahead, inhale, come back to center. Take a big belly breath here. So when you inhale, the belly expands, and exhale, the belly softens. And we'll do the other side. So the left hand's going to come behind you on your chair, and the right hand will come to your knee, your opposite knee. Inhale, get really tall, and then exhale, twist to your left. Same thing. Inhale, expand to the crown of your head, and exhale, twist a little more. Inhaling, getting tall, exhaling, twisting. Inhaling, getting tall, exhale, twisting. Good. And then your next inhale, come back to center and take a nice big belly breath. Good job. And now I'm going to move into my other chair so you can see me. So we're going to work on our hips. So if you're seated, if you can cross your left ankle over the right knee, go ahead and do so. And then you're going to hold your foot with your hand. And now with the other hand, you're just going to take your knee and make circles. So this is just warming up your hips. Good. Make like 5 rotations here. And then you'll go in the opposite direction. So clockwise and counterclockwise. Our hips get tight from sitting, so hopefully this will make them feel a little better. And then when you're done, gently put that foot back down on the ground. Again, sitting up nice and tall, and then cross the opposite ankle over the knee. You can hold one foot with your hand, the other hand, go ahead and use that to help make circles. Just 5 times, 5 rotations in one direction, and then 5 rotations in the other direction. Bring a little movement into those hips, folks. When you're ready, go the opposite way. Good. And then after you finish, go ahead and put both feet on the floor. Good. And I am going to come back over here. So that was our warm up. Hopefully everybody feels nice and warmed up. So come back to a seated position, sit up nice and tall here. And eyes open or eyes closed, but just become aware of your breath, breathing in and out through your nostrils. And without changing your breath, just become aware of what type of breath you brought to your practice today. Are you taking deep breaths? Are you breathing from the upper lungs only? What is the quality of the breath? Is it smooth, or is it a little rough or choppy? And does the breath have any sound to it, either audible or inaudible? And now let's go ahead and begin to shape the breath. And as we inhale, let the belly expand like a newborn baby's belly. And then as you exhale, allow it to soften. A continuous cycle of inhale and exhale. And maybe the breath starts to feel as though you're breathing more through the throat than the nose. And then just become aware of the tempo of the breath. If the inhale is the same length as the exhale. And work to make that even one-to-one breathing. So here's where we're going to start our pranayama. So I'd like you to take 3 ujjayi breaths, just breathing from the base of the throat, like you're sipping the breath through a straw. And you may be able to hear a slightly audible sound here, which is just something that your conscious mind can grab onto and keep you focused. Take 3 breaths here. And the next breath is called piercing the moon breath. And everybody is going to be at a slightly different tempo. Okay, I'm just here to guide you. But with this breath, we always inhale through the left nostril and exhale through the right nostril. So gently close the right nostril, inhale through the left. When you're ready, close the left and exhale through the right. Remember, we're doing our best to have an even inhale and exhale. When you're ready, close the right, inhale through the left. Close the left, exhale through the right. When you're ready, close the right, inhale through the left. And do this 3 more times on your own. You can even see or sense or imagine the light of the incandescent moon under the left nostril. Really enjoy this and sense that in your nostrils. This breath work is all to help us with our relaxation and balancing the left and right side of the mind and the body. And if you finish with that breath, and only if you finish, we're going to take 3 more ujjayi breaths, breathing from the base of the throat. A slight constriction of your throat, like you're sipping the breath through a straw. And again, here you might hear a slight sound, which is okay. It's just something there to help the conscious mind hold on to. And after we complete 3 breaths here, we're going to take 5 piercing the sun breath, where we always Inhale through the right and exhale through the left. We'll do that 5 times, even breath. Remember, I'm just guiding you. Everybody's going to be slightly different. So close the left nostril and then inhale through the right. When you're ready, close the right, exhale through the left. When you're ready, close the left, inhale through the right. When you're ready, close the right, exhale through the left. Repeat that 3 more times, inhaling through the right, exhaling through the left. You can even imagine the rays of the sun underneath the right nostril. And when you finish, we'll conclude with 3 Ujjayi breaths, breathing from the base of the throat. And when you finish, just take a moment and just notice the mind. Has it changed at all? Has it slowed down? And I'll give everybody a minute just to find your space for Yoga Nidra for deep sleep. Remember, you can practice sitting in a chair, sitting in a recliner, lying on your bed, or lying on your yoga mat, wherever you feel comfortable, where you don't have to move for the next 30 minutes or so. And if you like, you can, at the end of this practice, you can drift off to sleep. But remember, the idea is that awareness remains aware. The body and the mind sleep, but awareness remains aware. Okay, so everybody go ahead and find your space. Get comfortable. I suggest if you have bright lights to go ahead and dim those, or if you have a light piece of material to put that over your eyes, because light's very stimulating to the nervous system. And if you have a blankie, you might want to have that close by because your body temperature will drop. So the whole purpose of this session is just gonna be so you can rest in a state of ultimate balance and effortlessness, which is a gateway for deep sleep. So just make all your final adjustments, the mind returning to deep rest, calm and ease. And please close your eyes. Allow the jaw to soften. And for the next minute or so, just become aware of the rise and fall of your abdomen and the effortless flow of your breath. And now begins the practice of Yoga Nidra for deep sleep. Set your intention to relax, to be aware, and allow the breath to flow effortlessly, evenly, and slowly. And as your mind begins to find the breath, begin to find yourself becoming increasingly aware of any imbalances or rushing in the flow of the breath. Please continue to observe the breath and the body breathing effortlessly. Become aware of this moment and what you bring to it physically, emotionally, and mentally. For this moment is like no moment before. Be aware of your physical body and sense any areas that are holding tension. Starting at the crown of the head, notice the eyes, the temples, the back of the head, and the scalp. And notice how these areas may be holding tension or stress or contraction. Notice any physical tension in the throat, in the neck, and where the neck and the skull meet. Become aware of your shoulders. And are they holding any contraction or tension? Observe any restriction in the upper chest or breast area, shoulder blades, upper arms, creases in the elbows, the forearms, the wrists, the hands. Notice any tightness in the legs and the inner thighs. Perhaps you notice constriction in your calves or the tops of the feet or the soles of the feet. Now bring awareness to the mind itself. Notice the quality of attention and what you bring to this moment. Trying not to change it, just become aware. Be aware of what you bring to this moment. Is the mind distracted? Is the mind focused? And finally, bring your attention to the distinct emotion or emotions that are present. Your intention is to notice what it is that you bring to the present moment. Sense that present moment awareness is the gateway to undisturbed rest and sleep. Now, please bring your attention to awareness itself, which is observing your body, your mind, and recognize the unique emotional state you bring to the moment. Awareness returns to itself. Please begin to deepen your breath. Begin to shape your breath so that it is smooth and slow, emphasizing diaphragmatic belly breathing. Bring a kind of whole body awareness to the flow of your breath. And as you breathe in, the breath seems to ascend from the soles of the feet and descend from the crown of the head back to the soles of the feet. Inhale rises from the soles of the feet, purifying the mind and emotions. And as you exhale, the breath descends from the crown of the head as a way of emptying, clearing, and letting go. The mind moves on the flow of the breath, ascending and descending. Now anchoring awareness in the body, bringing its silent and effortless strength as you exhale. The breath and the wave associated with it descends from the head all the way to the soles of the feet, freeing the body and the mind of all burdens. Please continue to shape your breath with that diaphragmatic belly breathing for the next minute. And as you follow the wave of exhale, you can see or sense all tension, stress, and fatigue draining towards the soles of the feet, emptying. And as you inhale, you sense the body absorbing strength and healing. Continue with the effortless flow of the breath. Now, please allow the breath to return to an involuntary flow, no longer shaping the breath consciously. Just relax completely, the mind dissolving into the involuntary flow of the breath. Relax the body and the mind completely. Observe now how the rhythm of the breath is being shaped and guided by innate intelligence. Have the intention to allow the mind to merge with the breath. Now, please move effortless awareness to the crown of the head. Relax the crown of the head. Relax the muscles on the top of the skull. See or sense any restriction or tension in this space and completely relax. Soften and release all contraction at the forehead. Relax the space between the eyebrows and the corners of the eyes. Relax. Sense the eyes sinking into their sockets. The four corners of the eyes. Deeply relax. Sense your eyeballs resting, healing. The entire field of sight and all of its impressions relax. You sense the mind, the sense of sight returning to silence, to stillness. Bring awareness to the inner ears. In time, you will hear the sound of silence, the current of rest and healing. Bring awareness to the facial muscles, the nose, the jaw. The tongue begins to widen, and all the facial muscles completely soften, offering the body the gift of deep rest. Become mindful of the throat and the neck. And be mindful of any holding in this space. And more, you become a distant observer, a witness. Allow yourself to surrender and let go. Please become aware of the shoulders and completely let go of all holding. Awareness at the chest to breast area, relax. Please become aware of the heartbeat. Have the intention. The heart finds its ideal rhythm. You are returning to innate healing, deep rest and effortlessness. Bring awareness to the abdomen and the digestive organs. Relax and sense the organs softening and resting vibrantly. Effortless awareness at the abdomen. Awareness to the lower back. Relax. And the memory dissolves. You are succumbing to deep rhythm of sleep. Both legs open to earth. releasing all constriction and contraction in the legs, from the toes all the way to the hip joints. The legs completely succumb. Release all constriction, all holding and thought in the legs. Relax the toes one by one. Sense warmth in both of the big toes. Awareness in the second toe, left and right. Relax the whole body. Third toe, left and right, both relax. Fourth toes, relax. All toes are warm, resting. Both little toes, left and right. The mind is absorbed in the little toes. Please move your awareness to both ankles, left and right. And if you notice any imbalance, that one is easier to perceive than the other, then move your feeling or your awareness to the weaker of the two sides so that the experience is balanced between the left and the right. And both knees. Become aware of both knees. And observe if perhaps that you perceive one more easily than the other. And now balance the feeling between the left and the right. More and more as you create a balance between the left and the right, you begin to perceive the knees as one knee. Both hips aware of the left and the right hip joint. Balance the feeling between the left and the right hip, and eventually the left and the right hip become one. And please do the same with the wrists. Left and right, balance the feeling between the two wrists as they become one. Both elbows, through deep rest, you balance both elbows and self here expanding into the boundlessness of sleep. Left and right sides of the chest, and eventually they become one. Now both eyes. Notice if you feel or sense the left or the right more easily. Balance the feeling and sense the two eyes as one. Both inner ears. Balance the feeling to become one in deep sleep. All distinctions give way to oneness. The ultimate state of ease. Now please move awareness to the flow of the breath, moving through the nostrils. Notice the very subtle distinction of the flow of moving through the left and through the right. Have the intention to gradually that any distinction between left and right will dissolve. The breath will become more balanced. See the breath flowing through the left and the right nostril, becoming perfectly balanced and even. Now invite perception to transition from the finite to the infinite field beyond the mind. Sense yourself transitioning to enter deep sleep, limitlessness, silence takes you by the hand and leads you home. You rest wholly in being. Resting in the cradle of infinite deep sleep. The mind sleeps, the body sleeps, awareness remains aware. Resting in the cradle of deep sleep, you can choose to stay here. The practice of Yoga Nidra is complete.